Keep your eyes wide open before marriage, half shut afterwards. If Jack's in love, he's no judge of Jill's beauty. Happiness depends more on the inward disposition of mind than on outward circumstances. Life's biggest tragedy is that we get old too soon and wise too late. Trouble knocked at the door, but, hearing laughter, hurried away. But in this world nothing can be said to be certain, except death and taxes. A slip of the foot you may soon recover, but a slip of the tongue you may never get over. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. When you're testing to see how deep water is, never use 2 feet. Love your enemies, for they tell you your faults. Do not anticipate trouble, or worry about what may never happen. Keep in the sunlight. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. When you are finished changing, you're finished. To find out a girl's faults, praise her to her girlfriends. We must all hang together, or assuredly we shall all hang separately. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Be slow in choosing a friend, slower in changing. There was never a bad peace or a good war. The heart of a fool is in his mouth, but the mouth of a wise man is in his heart. Whoever would overthrow the liberty of a nation must begin by subduing the freeness of speech. I am for doing good to the poor, but, I think the best way of doing good to the poor, is not making them easy in poverty, but leading or driving them out of it. I observed, that the more public provisions were made for the poor, the less they provided for themselves, and of course became poorer. And, on the contrary, the less was done for them, the more they did for themselves, and became richer. Educate your children to self-control, to the habit of holding passion and prejudice and evil tendencies subject to an upright and reasoning will, and you have done much to abolish misery from their future and crimes from society. Whatever is begun in anger, ends in shame. He that is good for making excuses is seldom good for anything else. Never confuse motion with action. Lost time is never found again. The person who deserves most pity is a lonesome one on a rainy day who doesn't know how to read. 'Tis a great confidence in a friend to tell him your faults, greater to tell him his. The Constitution only guarantees the American people the right to pursue happiness. You have to catch it yourself. Be at war with your vices, at peace with your neighbors, and let every new year find you a better man. Well done is better than well said. How many observe Christ's birthday? How few, his precepts. Being ignorant is not so much a shame, as being unwilling to learn. Instead of cursing the darkness, light a candle. If all printers were determined not to print anything till they were sure it would offend nobody, there would be very little printed. Justice will not be served until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are. We are all born ignorant, but one must work hard to remain stupid. An investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. Well done is better than well said. Hide not your talents, they for use were made. You may delay, but time will not. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. I didn't fail the test, I just found 100 ways to do it wrong. Fear not death, for the sooner we die, the longer we shall be immortal. Justice will not be served until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are. They who can give up essential liberty to obtain a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. 3 may keep a secret, if 2 of them are dead. Never ruin an apology with an excuse. Either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. In wine there is wisdom, in beer there is freedom, in water there is bacteria.